Hey guys, it's Mike Garrick. We're back with more Warrior 5, the top 5% of people willing to think, eat, and move with a purpose. Today we're going to be talking about thinking, specifically a formula that I learned from my coach, Christopher Doris. It's one of the most powerful tools that I've ever come across. You see, everybody knows that it starts in the mind. But if we don't have an idea on how the mind works, then how do we control or influence our thinking? So there's a formula, and it goes like this. Thoughts lead to feelings, feelings lead to actions, and actions give you very specific results. Now you can look at that linearly, but really it's in a circle. And you go around this circle, thoughts, feelings, actions, results, and then your current results will give you more of the same thinking, and around you go. But it's not even cyclical. It actually spirals upward or spirals downward as you go. So depending on what you focus on, depending on your mental habits, if they're positive or negative, which is subjective in itself, you can keep going up and up and up, right? You can get happier and happier and happier, or you can get more and more depressed. Because more of the same thoughts create more of the same feelings, and more of the same feelings create more of the same actions, and the same actions give you the same results. Does that sound familiar? Does that sound like the definition of insanity? Doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results? Well, you don't have to go down the path of insanity. All you have to do is change the way you think. And that's a lot easier said than done, but ultimately you can do it through conditioning. You just condition your mind, you change the way you think, you change those little tiny habits, and then those thoughts then become different feelings, those feelings become different actions, those actions become different results, and then you spiral upwards. Ultimately, it's called self-inquiry. You're checking in to see how you feel on a second or minute-to-minute basis, because if you start to feel anxiety or fear or hatred or love or joy, whatever it may be, it can be traced back to your thinking. If you're feeling like crap, it means you have crappy thoughts. Now, this can be so fast, it feels like it starts with the feelings, but it always goes back to those thoughts. Those thoughts are what's creating those feelings. So when you start to realize that you're feeling a certain way that doesn't serve you, go ahead and go back and study the way you're thinking. Study the habitual way you're thinking. For instance, when you first wake up in the morning, when you first open your eyes, what are the first things that come to your mind? And I can tell you right now, you've conditioned yourself to think that way, because ultimately you can wake up and you can think of whatever you want if you make that a habit. But you have to make it a habit. You got to condition yourself over and over again. So throughout the day, take a look at the way you feel, right? You're going to ebb and flow in and out of these different types of emotions. And what you want to do is you want to study what type of thoughts that are creating those type of feelings, ultimately those type of actions, and giving you that very specific result. Now take this mental toughness tool and use it to change your life. And check out Chris Doris's book, Creating Your Dream. You can also check him out on ChristopherDoris.com and Chris Doris blog. He's got some great content. Check him out. I'm Mike Garrick, helping you think, eat, and move with a purpose.
Welcome to